Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's the first carry for Trey Cook. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle?
Check 180.
Check Mike 45.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Red, top.
45,
Hey,
45.
zoom.
Mike 45.
Defense wins championships, man.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, middle of the field. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
45's the mic.
Following the fumble recovery, Russell. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. 45.
To throw again. Russell. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready? Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Stop your whining.
Topper. Check. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Good job, offense. Good job.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go. That's a little too complex. Well, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Team script plays, we know that. They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd down. It's Cohen. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
180.
Get him. Get him.
Red, top.
45, Mike, 45.
Hey, Delta.
45's the mic.
Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Kill.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
That's
Chris
what I'm
Jones
talking
on the
about.
stop.
Nice hit, boy.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Stop! 180! Mike, 45. Cut!
Wide, get wide.
Red, up!
Back.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Sit up! 180! Boo.
45's the mic. 3 buzz. 45's the mic. Here we go, G. 45's mic.
Hey, Alpha! All day, every day, any day. 45's the mic.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Come on, QB, come on. Take it.
Red, up!
45. Mike, 45. Bring it.
Hey, Charlie!
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down now. Law. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Check.
45. Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Russell. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Two tights, two tights. Even. 4 down, even.
Off the toss, Cohen. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Fortunate, I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Let's go!
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Hey, check
No,
back.
no,
Check
Watch
He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Alert!
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
164. Weak. Delta.
45 is Mike. 45. Check nickel.
Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. Long. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Second down and inches. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 45's the mic.
From the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Echo. 45.
Operating from the gun.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
I'm coming after you. Check.
Smoke. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Know your job.
45.
Throwing again on second and 10. Russell. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Russell, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Guys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run a screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, check
22, jet bomber. 22, jet bomber.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
The final shot before break. Russell. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Zoom.
45.
On 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
I'm coming after
fortunately
you.
for him,
I'm coming
got a
after
couple
you.
more downs to play with.
Watch the win.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
60 out low.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the ground, Russell. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Baby.
A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
21. Bears 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Let's go, boys.
Other
Bring it
teams
up.
just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Blue Dan, Blue Dan.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
They don't want
Just a
it,
yard
fellas.
on the first
They
down
don't
carry, so it's
want
2nd and
it.
9.
Keep playing hard,
They tried a quick
fellas.
hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Trubisky will throw. Robinson's got it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Chicago.
Stop! 180! Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, wahoo! 45's the Mike.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike.
Now it's Trubisky.
Rip left.
Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Alert! 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
You're trash. 45's the mic.
Hey, Echo. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
45's the mic. 45.
Right here.
Blue.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You better be ready.
Red, up.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and
Ball.
Ball. 45. Mike, 45.
Man, that's trash.
Hey, exit. 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
45.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Baby. Let's get this all
Charles,
day.
whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, the defense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Single.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Fake. Russell. Oh, he stays on, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Boom! Oh, let's go! 15 Lonnie. 61. Let's walk. Right.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Off play action. Russell.
Outside coming.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
That's right, baby.
See if they can get caught and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
45's Mike. 45.
But correct.
Hey,
No pick, just incomplete that time.
45's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Red, top. 5, check Mike 45.
On 3rd down, Trubisky.
I got you, boy.
Over the middle. That's Cohen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, high 7.
Check. Check.
Blue.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brady, I see you.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
45. Mike, 45.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Bears.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
45's the mic. 45's the
Facing
mic.
a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert. Hey, Haywood.
45. In your face. 45's the mic.
We own them. 18. 45, check Mike 45.
So don't
Trubisky to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Can't stop us.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Come on, D.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
Hey, here we go.
Lock in.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Trubisky to throw. The catch made by Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Here we go.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for the lead score. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's crashing.
Trubisky gives to
You ain't going nowhere.
and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that brings things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team.
Yeah, that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Check Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Doug, 180. Check, 45's the mic. You go night-night. Go night-night.
They'll run on first down.
Go, run.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Yeah.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go. Motion.
45.
To throw on second and 6. Trubisky connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Bears.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Watch the slant.
Motion. Hey, check Mike 45.
Alert. 45. Mike, 45. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating their game.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That